I'm gonna be going hard.
I have a pretty big chance of winning.
I'm just gonna prove him wrong.
For 40 seasons, Survivor has changed the face of television. Its impact resulting in fan season after fan season
Welcome
online.
to Survivor Brooklyn Season 4.
Welcome to Survivor Washington.
Welcome to Survivor Reelfoot.
Survivor Maryland All-Stars.
This season, 9 castaways will get the chance to play the greatest social experiment on television, each with their own story and a burning desire to win.
Hi, I'm Helena Matthew. I'm 18. I'm gonna win this game because I really want that money. I'm completely confident in myself and I'm sarcastic and funny. Okay, so something that pisses me off is passive people. I really cannot stand passive people. I can tell that there's going to be a lot of passive aggressiveness. I don't mind confrontation, like I'm just totally fine with it. I want to prove to people that I'm not just a dumb blonde. I just want to prove people wrong.
Hi, I'm Mitch Murphy Reed. I'm 16 years old and I go to Western Springs College. I'm quite a friendly person, so I feel like I can get along with most people. I think playing my sister will have a negative impact because we have a sibling rivalry. She might just try and go for me instantly and get me out of the picture. I try and be loyal, but I feel like when it comes to the end, I might have to change my values and blindside or betray someone. I feel like I have a pretty big chance of winning.
Hey, I'm Kahoot. I'm 18 years old, I'm an entertainer. I don't know, I feel like I probably appear more relaxed than people think I am. There always is a difference between how people think you are and how you think you are. I feel like at the end of the day, you're always kind of playing an individual game. Say you volunteer not to eat that night. You're not thinking, oh, I'm volunteering, I'm so selfless. You're thinking, if I volunteer, people won't vote me off.
Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm 15 and I don't really take myself too seriously. I'm quite like a loyal person, so I don't think that blindsiding would be like in my first nature. I think being the youngest, I think it might hinder me because I feel like everyone would view me as like the baby and that I don't really know like what's going on or something that I rely on other people. I don't know, I guess we'll see how it goes and if I break the stereotype.
These contestants will be living in a New Zealand forest for the next 4 days, where they will have to survive the elements and each other. They must learn to adapt or they'll be voted off. In the end, only one will remain to claim the title of sole survivor. 4 days, 9 people, 1 survivor. Come on in, guys. Okay, welcome to Survivor Matariki. Woo! Matariki is the Maori holiday for the new year. It signifies new beginnings, and we thought it was fitting that we named our first season on this journey of creating our own Survivor Matariki. I'm seeing a lot of excited faces, a blue shirt, blonde hair. What's your name?
Holly.
Holly, standing on the mat, rolling in this morning, are you already getting any vibes from the other contestants?
I think we're all an interesting bunch. It'll be quite interesting to see what people's real personalities are like.
Have you been able to pick up on any personalities in particular yet?
Not quite yet.
Okay. Who here thinks they are the youngest person to be playing? How old are you two?
18.
15.
Okay. Can anyone beat 15?
I'm your brother.
Rafe,
Hi.
youngest.
Yes.
Do you think it's going to be a disadvantage for you?
I'm not really sure. I guess it's gonna be hard to like find someone who doesn't think of me as like the baby, I guess, even though I kind of am, but yeah.
Is anyone feeling brave enough to admit that they're the oldest? Back row, blue shirt. Jess, how old are you?
23?
Do you think that's
23?
a disadvantage, or shouldn't life experience have you one step ahead of everyone else here?
You would think so, but I don't know. It looks like a pretty smart bunch of people, so.
Hi guys, I am Jessica and I'm 23 years old and I am a film student at South Seas Film and TV School. I think that I'm going to start by just building relationships in the group, getting people's trust. My personality, it's a mix of like quite eccentrically creative and then I might surprise everyone with some smarts.
Over the back, what's your name?
Joe.
How are you feeling? You're looking very calm.
Yeah.
Just
I'm trying to keep a level head.
Well, I'm sure you're all anxious to get started, but before that, I have a present for you all.
Bandana.
Everyone tie the buff however you want. Up to you guys to name the tribe. I'll get y'all. Helena, just pass it around. Buffs, get them all. So, let's get on to our first ever Survivor Challenge. Strewn across this hill are supplies. There's everything you will need to survive in the wilderness and more. We have tents, we have food, we have pots and pans, but you will only have 45 seconds to collect up any items. Anything you do not pick up is not yours. Only items that you get to the mat. Okay, cool. Let's draw for spots. Let's get started. All right, on my marks. Survivors ready. Go. I don't think we anticipated you guys being so fast, but I guess we're an effective tribe. And let's see if this effectiveness continues as you head back to camp. Good luck setting up, and I'll see you at the next challenge.
We absolutely destroyed the challenge, did it in half the time that we needed to. I'm going to be going hard. I need to win it. Keep myself safe from this first vote. I don't want to be going home day one.
They're only sitting on one, there's one. We'll set up another one, maybe over there.
In our environment.
We did our first challenge and we got all the stuff, so that was a bonus. Now everyone's setting up tents, and our tent was a bit like chaotic because we didn't really know what we were doing. But Joe seemed to take control of the situation. We were all kind of just a bit confused about what to do with the tent, and then he kind of took control and was like, oh hey guys, here's something we can do. So I think he's going to be one of the people that tries to like be like the camp leader.
I'm Joseph Kennedy. I'm 18. Yeah, we trekked over to the camp and set up tents. The girls, they set up their pup tent quick, and then we're having a bit of trouble with the bigger one just because it's a bit of a nightmare.
Actually, let's just, you see those guy ropes, those yellow ropes in the tent back? Could I have a couple?
One last piece.
Like 4?
Yeah, that's the fun part.
I feel like I feel a bit of a leader role in this kind of scenario, doing the things we need to get done. So if I'm gone, you want to have that kind of impact. It's like, if you're not around, will everything keep moving the same way? I don't know, everything's moving quite smoothly. I think everything seems to be going to how I expected it, you know?
I see that Joe is quite leaderish, and I feel like some people could get annoyed at that and find him bossy.
Captain Joe, as I've sort of dubbed him, he seems like someone who, I don't know, just from the little small talk we're getting, it shouldn't really bother me, but it is just the little things he's saying, so I've got to watch him. I think he has some sway over a couple people. If he wants me out, that could be bad, because honestly I'd like to work with him.
No, it's not. Put a couple people okay. Or use more than one hand.
I'm gonna go sort out around here. Yeah, so found myself a secret advantage. Congratulations, you have found the legacy advantage. With this note in your possession, you are guaranteed immunity, but it comes with a twist. You may only use it once. When there are only 5 people left in the game, and if you are voted out, you must will this advantage to another player in the game. The advantage will be placed inside the new owner's bag in private. Whoa, yeah bro, I'm stoked that I found this. At first, my first instinct was like, oh, I'm gonna tell my friend about it. But then I'm just like, nah, because this is one of those things you keep to yourself. No, bro, I gotta read this again, bro. I'm off to a good start. I feel.
I'm going to be observing people from afar. I don't want to do that too much so that I get voted out and people don't think I'm pulling my weight. But also, I can see already that people think I'm like the princess. It makes me want to do that. I don't want to do that, but like when you're saying that, it's like, fine, alright, I'll just sit back and do nothing. But yeah, it's just annoying that it's just like, I'm the girl, I'm the blonde one. Obviously want to prove them wrong.
How are we going to set up 10? By chance?
I did see Helena sitting down in her chair at one point. It didn't really seem like a team spirit. I don't know how serious she is about winning or about participating in a team. If I had to vote someone out right now, it probably would be Helena.
There's only been one person that I don't say I hate or dislike. They were just being quite lazy at the beginning and just sitting in a chair while everyone else was putting up tents, which was Helena. I just think that wasn't quite fair that she got to sit up and watch everyone else work. It's kind of that one thing kind of pissed me and Jess off a little bit.
I thought you loved bugs.
Not mosquitoes. I'm allergic to mosquitoes.
I think everyone is allergic to mosquitoes.
No, I'll show you my bites in a second.
I don't even know if I want to see.
Can we give her a round of applause?
Look inside, there might be a secret.
Holly seems to be the standout at the moment.
Holly's always the one to like cook the rice and do that kind of thing, and
She's helping everyone out, so she's definitely one to watch.
I'm Jake, I'm 17 and I enjoy like riding.
Riding?
Ride the waves or?
No, like riding.
So I'm gonna let it sit in the bowls.
Yeah.
I was cooking some rice for everyone, just kind of sitting around getting to know each other. Yeah, it's been pretty fun so far. I'm trying to be as helpful as I can. I feel like I've kind of just taken charge and like kind of helping everyone out and doing something for everyone, which I think is important for them and hopefully they appreciate it.
that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rice is ready, guys.
Rice is
Actually, but that's okay. So she won't be getting eliminated. Oh, sorry, can you put one more bowl?
Come on in, guys. Okay, welcome everybody to your first immunity challenge. This is the individual immunity talisman. With this in your possession, you cannot get voted out, guaranteeing yourself a 1 in 8 shot at winning this game. So, let's get right into it. For today's challenge, you will be racing out into a marked off section of sand. Buried are 6 puzzle bags. Find a puzzle bag, carry it over to a station, assemble a simple puzzle. Oh, and one other thing. Second place will share a clue to a hidden immunity idol with whoever does come first. All right. Awesome, let's get started. We'll draw for spots. Okay, everybody, on your marks. Survivors ready. Go! And straight out the gate, everybody's going hard, digging frantically. Where can a bag be? Everybody wants this immunity, everybody wants to be safe. It sure would be nice to win the first immunity. Safe at tonight's tribal. Roll Sam! And just like that, Sam has the first bag. He can get to assembling. Remember everybody, there are 6 bags buried. There are now 5 remaining. 3 of you will not even get a chance to assemble a puzzle. Sam's starting to get some shape with the snake. You've got to earn this, you've got to dig deep. Some of you are not digging hard enough. Helena, dig. And with that, Joe has a bag, trying to cause an upset. 4 bags left. Joe tearing into the puzzle. People are struggling now, the tide is coming in. Jess is out the back, digging through the waves. You've got to pick it up, people. There's still time, it's anybody's game. And with that, Kahu finds another bag. That's 3, we're halfway. Joe and Kahu going steady. Mitch is in a frenzy, going wild. Jess being more methodical with her digging approach. Joe's onto something, but for now it seems like Sam's in the lead. And Rafe with the 4th bag. There are 2 left, everybody. Rafe joins the line of puzzle makers, trying to catch up. Gotta move fast.
Any hints, boy?
All I can say is there's definitely a pattern.
Do the colors go together?
Maybe. The puzzles are really taking shape now, everybody. Pick it up if you want a chance. 2 bags still remaining. Rafe is getting some momentum now, getting some speed. It looks like Joe is pulling ahead. Sam's 2nd. Rafe pulling up 3rd. Kahu's still in it. The rest of you can't help you. But it's looking close between the puzzle makers. Keep going. 1st and 2nd place, both getting clues to hidden immunity idols. You do not want to be going home first. High stakes. Sam's super close. Joe's super close. Rafe and Kahu are close. Joe wins individual immunity. Safe at tonight's tribal council.
Man!
Sam thinks he has it. Sam wins a clue to a hidden immunity idol, which he will share with Joe.
Is there a prize for 3rd place?
Nah, sorry to say.
Okay.
Solid effort, everybody, but Joe, come forward and take the idol. Joe is safe tonight at tribal council. Will not be voted out. The rest of you got nothing for you. Sam will be shown the clue to the immunity idol with Joe. Other than that, one of you's going home. See you tonight at tribal. Head off. Head back to camp.
I'm glad to be back. I'm glad I get to take a rest now.
What's the worst about pride, man?
Yeah, real good to win immunity in the first challenge. Like, that puzzle was pretty tedious, but in the end it ended up all fitting together quite nice.
Holy apple.
I just done this on the ground, bro.
So your strategies doing, guys?
Haven't got many yet. Just settling in. Just hoping no one hates me already.
Oh.
Why don't you shut up? Why don't you put your money where your mouth is, Helena?
I don't have them.
Next time on Survivor, you'll find out.
Where the mix goes home. No.
What do you think about Captain Joe?
I think he's a bit
Captain-y?
captain-y.
Like
yeah.
he's like taking control a little bit.
I don't know if it's like a bad thing or not, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd be willing to work with him. But I just don't know if he's willing to work with me.
Yeah, and it's like a bit intimidating sometimes, like when you see someone that's
And we're like the younger people out here as
yeah.
well. So.
I don't know if I have a great
like,
chance because I'm like one of the people that doesn't know anyone. I guess I could try latch onto someone, I guess, but I don't really know. I guess I just have to kind of see how it goes.
At the base of a nearby tree, you will find the thing you seek.
Ace. It's good. I think I'm in a good spot because I've got quite a say. Sam's in it with us. I feel like we can trust him.
I'm probably not gonna call the shots this early. It's pretty risky. You don't know who's been talking to who. You don't want to be throwing out people's names around people that are allied with them. So I'm not gonna be calling the shots yet.
Yeah. And that's the only thing I can think of because everything else so far has been like super good.
Yeah, like everyone's going along well.
Everyone seems to be getting on well. I don't understand how we're gonna single out one person to get, you know? Wait, so she has
Boys, I'm about to play.
because of our little personal rivalry outside of the game. Maybe Holly, just because. And I don't want to eliminate her.
Who's she?
Wait, what one's called?
The
blonde.
The one that caught.
Oh, right.
Have you made the call? I'm going with it. Like, I need like someone to follow for the head as well.
Yeah. And then when she finds out that it was
I feel like she won't.
honestly, like for her sake, I think I'd vote Holly. It's kind of a gag between us two.
Someone's got to go. Someone's got to go. That's what you got to realize. Someone's got to go.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I would actually look at working with Joe. So just to be like form a power alliance kind of thing. Definitely some competitors in there. Some people who are like letting themselves know and their leaders. But yeah, me, I'm trying to just keep in the middle. I don't want to be too loud or too quiet.
No, yeah.
What about you over there? What do you reckon?
I don't know, man. I think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
Captain Joe seems like sort of the kingpin right now. I do like him. I actually want to work with him, but I didn't like who he wanted out. So he said, I want Holly gone. I personally don't want Holly out because I see myself being able to work with her and Jess right now. Straight after Joe pulled that, I went and talked to Jess and I said, look, Joe's pulling a plan together to try get rid of your friend Holly.
I really don't agree, but you know, it's fine. I found out that Holly was a target through Jake. It got back to us that he was saying some nasty stuff about Holly, and so we kind of wanted to eliminate him, but we can't, so we think it'll probably be Lena. I think it's frustrating that we couldn't all work together as a team for a little bit longer, that already there was little tactics going on. But at the same time, it's good because I know that there are people now who have my back. I think going into tribal tonight, I think it's going to divide people quite a bit.
You guys need to pull me away from camp at some point.
Yeah.
Like, because it's hard for me to because I'm in the alliance, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys just pull me away at some point.
Jake told Jess, who told me and Ray, that Joe had told everyone to kick me out. I know it's personal, which is what really gets me down because I was playing at a game where I'm just going to pretend like I don't know him and I'm just going to judge him on what he does here and then try my best to be as like helpful as I could be, and I like made everyone food and I helped set up 2 tents and like while Helena sat on her butt.
At some point, and we can talk,
Yeah.
me, you, Jess and Rafe.
Yeah.
And I need to try pull Sam. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Yeah.
I need to try pull Sam.
Yeah, I told him that Joe was lying to him. So hopefully, he's like, oh, the only person that like I've been told to vote out was Holly. And I'm like,
Who's Sam said that?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm hoping I can get enough people to vote Helena. But yeah, 4 others are probably going to vote me. then there's like that one last person, probably Sam.
You wanna come?
We know who we're voting out, right? Is her name Holly?
Holly.
Yeah. Are you guys cool with that? Like,
Yeah.
are you? Like, you're kind of like on the edge. You're like,
I know, man, and I'm nervous about it.
Who else would you vote for? Then?
Well, honestly, I was in my head. I'm like, Captain Joe's scaring me, man.
he's so good at the game, but we need him right now.
We've got to keep him.
We need him.
I agree, and well, we can't.
So I'm in a bit of a risky position right now. I'm not sure what everyone else is thinking, but so at the moment the plan for me is either to go with the 6 and vote out Holly, or go with Holly, Jess and Rafe, try pulling Sam and vote out Helena, because we view her as a threat due to her having a brother out here. Sam's someone at the moment that I can trust. I haven't talked to him really out here, but he's a friend, so I know that I can trust him.
I keep your eyes on him very well. What? You're not getting help, bro.
It's just so scary. Like you don't feel safe. It's like the worst feeling.
So I'm actually pretty scared right now because I'm getting that vibe that I might be going home.
When I walked back to camp after being given a clue, and it's just like silence.
Wait, what? Because when you go off alone to like get some water or something, and you come back and everyone's silent, it just gives you a bad vibe. So I'm pretty scared for tonight.
What you gonna be like? Tell us. We get eliminated.
Yeah, should we do that?
Actually, tell us, please.
Are you first day?
What?
You're staying.
No, I'll look at
As soon as the person gets eliminated,
It's savage.
it starts like, because it hasn't really hit anyone yet, and what's about to happen?
Nah. Yeah, plan's still a go to go.
Yeah.
Holly.
Yeah.
It's just about who turns into the core of those 6 people afterwards, because we have a majority until it's all 6 of us, and then
Then we have to turn on each other.
yeah,
I'm
we
being
don't
quite
know how
talkative to
we're
people. Definitely sneaky talks.
And who are the others is Mitch, Sam, is it Sam?
Sam and Jake, yeah.
Jake, yeah. Well, they could split off as well.
I somehow got formed into alliance. It was really awkward though because
Rafe is pissing me off because she's not really, I know she doesn't really know anyone, and she's kind of making an effort, but I do tend to get annoyed at people that just sit back and don't talk, and I can't help it.
It's just a person thing from outside.
Is that actually true?
It's actually true, yeah.
Like he just doesn't like you or something?
Yeah, we just don't get along, and he thinks I'm a threat. That's literally it. It's personal. It's not from Survivor. Yeah, that's why. That's why when I found out,
Captain
I just
Joe's
got
all
really
snake.
angry. No, he is. He is.
The only issue I have with possibly flipping against Joe is that I'd also alienate anyone who's left on that side, which I don't want to do because I like them. So is that who we're going with?
I think so.
I'll decide Sam, and hopefully Sam pulls through. Sam's the main one. If I can get him to swing, I think I'd swing. I haven't made up my mind yet. I might make it up at Tribal. It could either go really bad for me or really good for me, depending on if I make it out. And honestly, at the moment, that is probably enough.
Okay. Well, welcome finally to your first tribal council. So, as you all know, someone's going home tonight. Mitch, how are you feeling coming into tribal?
I'm feeling very nervous. Don't know what could happen. Anything could change. You just don't know what to expect.
Jess, talk me through today. How quickly did alliances start to form when you showed up at camp this morning?
Alliances started to happen quite quickly, I think, because some people knew each other anyway.
Kahu, from our perspectives, watching you guys, it all seemed pretty fun. Everyone was getting along. What changed, and how quickly did things change?
I mean, I don't think anything changed really. I feel I can say though that later on in the day, strategies were flying around, and that definitely got people looking over their shoulder more.
Joe, walk me through the process of approaching people with plans and strategies. How do you walk a line between not being too overbearing but also not being passive?
It's all about striking up you know, a relationship with people. You have to be able to trust them enough for them to trust you. Taking in their insight on either what you've brought to the table or something that they think is necessary to be talking about.
Jake, how quickly did you start hearing names getting thrown out, and what sort of reasons were you hearing names being picked out for?
I didn't hear many names. I think there's a few, and sort of simple reasons. It's the first vote and people sort of looking for something to get rid of someone for.
Wraith, for you, going into this vote, are you thinking about the situation you're in right now, or are you trying to set yourself up for later on down the line?
I don't really know. I'm just trying to kind of go with the flow, I guess. Stay true to myself and try not to like get in any trouble, I guess. I'm not gonna go looking to backstab someone because that's not my personality. Yeah.
Holly, hiding back there. What would be a good reason to vote someone out?
I think if they weren't really like helping out or like taking one for the team and hanging back and kind of everyone else kind of take control of the situation.
It's an interesting element, the whole rapid speeding up the process of getting to know people. Helena, in such a short space of time, how do you work out who you can trust and who you can't trust? Because if you trust in the wrong person tonight, it could mean the end of your game.
Honestly, you have to wait till I feel someone breaks the trust for you to realise that you couldn't trust them.
So you would automatically give someone trust?
No, I wouldn't automatically. It would have to take a bit of connecting and getting to know someone and see how they feel about the whole thing and if you guys are in agreement.
Who feels safe tonight? Okay. All right. About half and half. Holly, why are you nervous tonight?
I know my name has popped up a lot in people's strategies.
Oh. Is anyone willing to put their hand up and say they've heard Holly's name mentioned today as a possible threat target? Okay. So pretty much everyone. So, I mean, is that it? Is it just a unanimous Holly vote? Unless there's someone else being targeted. Kahu, what would stop you from reaching out to a person who is in trouble? Do you trust in the people you're aligned with?
Yeah, to a point I do. I trust that if there's a strategy in place that we'll go through with it.
Jake, what is the deciding factor going into voting for you?
Loyalty. I think you're basing your vote less on challenges and more on your perception of other people and how you think they perceive you.
Holly, how important do you think loyalty is? Because especially with a game like Survivor, people tend to shift where their sort of loyalty does lie.
Well, personally, outside Survivor, loyalty is one of the most important things to me, so it hasn't really changed. And if someone were to change just to get ahead in the game, I personally don't agree with it.
Joe, you were nodding in agreement to what you were saying. Some of your morals, they stay intact whether you're in the game or outside of the game. So what changes?
Well, especially on the first day, you'll put pressure on to make a decision that you really don't want to make. And you can read into any small thing and, you know, just find a reason to get someone out, and it's just because someone needs to go and someone's going to go.
And trust seems like a big issue tonight for everybody. Well, I think we're ready to vote. Joe, you're up.
It's absolutely nothing personal.
I just think that there are people who want to be here more.
Okay, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has an immunity idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote. Holly. Holly. It's 2 votes, Holly. Helena. That's 2 votes, Holly, 1 vote, Helena. Helena. We're tied. 2 votes, Holly, 2 votes, Helena. Helena. That's 3 votes, Helena, 2 votes, Holly. Holly. That's 3 votes, Holly, 3 votes, Helena. Holly. That's 4 votes, Holly, 3 votes, Helena. Helena. We're tied again. 4 votes, Holly, 4 votes, Helena. 1 vote left. First person voted out of survival. Helena. Five, it's not one. Grab your torch, please. Helena, try smoking. Time for you to go.
Bye.
Well, there was a lot of talk about trust tonight, and from the looks of things, Tor, you really have to think about who you trusted. Grab your torches, head back to camp. Good night. Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode. Next time on Survivor. Shocked after losing his sister, Mitch is ready to make a move.
So Sam, you're being quite silent. Why do you vote for Alina? People change their mind, like everyone turned on each other.
Miss Captain.
So slimy.
Meanwhile, Jake has to navigate his newfound position of power.
I think she's gonna think I'm the liar. And I have the eyes.
Doubt it.
Why do you have it?
I know that there are some people revealing to us that they don't really want to be here.
And Joe prepares to fight to stay in the game.
I can't feel confident anymore because I've come across as the bad guy here. Okay, you're a rich, privileged white girl.
I am disappointed and I feel betrayed. Don't trust anyone because I did not see this coming and I've been voted off even though I tried my hardest. Maybe I just complained too much. It's just my personality. I actually was helpful around the camp and I actually want to be here.